Welcome to another episode of the Window Seat Podcast. I am LP and I'm joined by my co-host, Blind from the Truth. We have a really exciting episode in store for you today, and we're going to be talking a little bit about these henpecked, submissive, downtrodden men. Is that right?
That's correct.
Why this topic? What's going on?
I've run into a lot of men, either at work or just through life, that are really just, I think their wife or girlfriends, fiance or whatever, they just really has a hold on them. Kind of like how we were talking about the mothers and their sons. It's like you get into a relationship and you don't seem like you are the man in that relationship. Not a man. You don't sound like you're the man.
Mm-hmm.
You are really, it's like you found yourself another mom. I don't know if that's on purpose or what. I have two coworkers I can think of at this current time. One, his wife doesn't want him to do squat. She has a tracking device on his phone. She doesn't want him to watch. I like cartoon superhero movies and TV shows. So, Batman and Justice League and all that stuff. So when I run across some things, I say, hey, here's a copy. Watch it. She doesn't want him doing that. She doesn't want him going out anywhere, period.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's really bad, man. She supposedly got mad at him for going to a movie with his father. I don't know what's that
Them
about.
damn daddies.
I know, right? Have another coworker that he just I don't know. I'm pretty sure you remember this. You remember coming up and you want to do something with your friends, so you already know how your mom is. So you have to scheme and plan. You have to ask her a certain way around a certain time. You got to make sure she's in a good mood, so she'll let you go.
Right.
Right? That's how he has to come at his wife. Oh man, I want to go hang out with you guys tonight, but I kind of did something the other night. So let me see. What y'all think? Like, I don't know.
Use up all my passes.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. I mean, if I want to go somewhere, I'm just going to either go or not go. It's not that complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that I'm running thing or not running anything, but it's just not that complicated.
Right. Oh, that sounds like some really messed up relationships. Like, real messed up. And like, I don't really understand it, but I kind of understand it in that being, I guess, what would be considered a alpha female or alpha woman or whatever you want to call it. I get that whole taking control of the situation and yada yada yada. But I think it's more so the men that is the issue, honestly, because the normal folks who ain't got other issues going on ain't gonna allow somebody to take over their lives like that. Like, I want to go, but I can't go because she won't let me go. Well, if you wanted to go, you'll go. It's
Right.
simple as that. If you don't want to go, then say you don't want to go. So
Right.
I don't know. I mean, henpecked, yes, but is it like accepted or whatever? Also, yes. I can't henpeck somebody that don't want to be henpecked.
You're right. And I think you said something interesting a while ago when I was talking about my coworker saying that, you can't necessarily fault her because he's allowing her to do this to him.
Right.
And it's kind of like she's doing, I guess, she's kind of winning, but it's bad because she's doing it to him, even though he's allowing this. Maybe you can seek out new life and new civilization. That's from Star Trek. But anyway, you can seek out people who can let you run over them. It only takes a
Right.
couple times for you to do something, and they like, oh, okay, sure, no problem. They like, yeah, I got this.
Mhm.
But to go as far
Exactly.
as to marry them, though, dating, okay. But to say, man, did she bully you into marrying her? Is that what happened?
And in most of those situations, hell no. It really boils down to I don't know no other way of life.
Yeah,
A part of me is comfortable with this chaos, so to speak. And just like with any other type of abuse or whatever you want to call it, I've said it before. Certain people know how to sniff out those people. You know, like I'm not gonna sniff out somebody who I feel like I can't control. That's not how this works.
right.
And as a person who likes to be controlled, I'm not gonna sniff out someone who's meek, who does not take control, even though I claim that I don't like it, even though I claim that I hate it. The fact of the matter is, I don't hate it enough to not be in that situation anymore.
Man.
So, do I really hate it, or am I
I,
using it as a crutch?
you might be using that as a crutch because you don't have to do things for yourself. You don't have to figure it out for yourself. Like, I don't have to worry about it because I know she's going to take care of the things. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
why even get with somebody though, if that's the case?
Because who else gonna take care of you?
So you really want another mama?
Hello, do we have a little alarm sound effect that we can ring at this time? Because,
Man,
I mean,
I don't.
pretty much.
But every male that I know, man, I can't wait to get out of my mouth. Shoot, a lot of females I know can't wait to get out of my mouth. Do what I want to do. So you get out. You can't do what you want to do because you get out. You may do a few years. Shoot, if you date, let's say you date in freaking college or whatever. If you choose to go there, then you let your girlfriend in college tell you what to do and what not to do. You better be in your room when I call you. She out partying probably.
Most likely.
So you better be in your room when I call you. I need you to be finished your homework because I need you to take me out. And I can't have
Mm-hmm.
no boyfriend that's flunking out of school. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But it's crazy, but it's also like not really crazy because how many dudes have made it through college and stuff
Yeah.
because of those reasons? Because I don't want to lose this girl, I don't want to lose this chick. So she said I gotta make good grades, I gotta make good grades. So she said I gotta do this and I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a special type of individual, yes, that allows that type of stuff to control them. But those individuals are definitely out there, you know. So when these dudes find out that that type of control or whatever is not good for them, the ones with some sense, the ones who mind it, bounce. Those
Right.
who don't stay,
Huh.
So again, that's your business. If you decide to let your wife or your girlfriend put a tracking device on your cell phone or in your car and only let you go a certain amount of miles before the car shut down. Like,
Man,
you gotta want to do better. No.
man, and that's really crazy, man. Because I really feel bad for dude, and he a cool dude. He is a big softie. I'm not gonna lie, And it's one of those situations where, hey, does you really have to worry about somebody else taking them? A lot of people would say no,
Mm-hmm.
but that's probably not the reason why she's preventing him from doing this. Is some other controlling factor
Right.
overall. It's not that I'm worried about somebody else taking him. It's like, hey, I found me a good one that's gonna work as long as I tell him to work. Gonna get as many jobs as I need him to get. He's gonna be here when I need him to be here, which is all the time. I said I said something funny. Well, me and my coworker thought it was funny. Whenever he doesn't do what she wants him to do, like she tortures him. And the way she tortures him is, they might be into some freaky type of sex, right? So she probably tie him to the bed or handcuff him to the bed, and then what she does is she sits on his face,
Okay.
right? Be like, okay, it's going down now. We about to do it. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, we about to do it. She get ready to get on that face. Like, okay. You remember when I told you to be at this house at 7:30? Yeah, I remember when she put it on his face. He can't breathe. He's shaking her and she get up. What time I tell you to be at this house? 7. Hey, you gonna do it again?
See?
That's what I
Why did
think.
I know you was going there?
Hey, because that's hilarious, and it's probably true because, well, I'm not gonna say it's true. It's not far fetched because there's a thin line between freaky sex or I don't S&M or BDS, I don't know, whatever you call it. But it is a thin line between that and abuse. It's a
It
very thin
is.
line. A very thin line. Because you're thinking like, hey man, like she probably still gonna give it to me anyway. She probably not after she do that. That was just to, just to get her point across. Right? But she do that and then it's like, well, at least, I'm sexually involved with my wife, at least. Like
Wow.
maybe she gets something out of that. I don't know. But that's
I'm sure she
hilarious to me.
does. I'm sure she gets something out of it. He gets something out of it too, but not do that again. That's a learning experience. That's what we call a teachable moment.
You mess around and almost pass out from having that muff in your face. That's terrible. That's
As long as I can get you back. My point is, you know what I'm trying to let you know.
man, that is
It sounds terrible, but I mean, was it I can't remember the comedian. It was like, oh, I think it was Bernie Mac. They gotta learn, okay? They gotta learn. So
right,
you
right,
gotta do
right.
what you gotta do to make sure that you're training them up right. That sounds so terrible. I think I
It
fall in
does.
line with your coworker's wife. I don't know, man. That's a really sticky subject because we
Hey, you
talk
know
about,
what? It would be very sticky. You're right.
see, that it's inappropriate. You have to slap one of them X-rated or R-rated labels on this one, cause you just
I'm just
you
saying,
just mm-mm.
man.
Oh my goodness, but yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I don't think I feel sorry for him. I think I may feel more sorry for the wife than
Really?
him, because I mean that takes a lot of energy to control your life and somebody else's. Jesus, you can't even depend on them to make a simple decision without needing
But maybe you
to
don't
do it
want them
for
to.
them. Possibly, possibly, depending on where it's coming from, yes. Or they're not capable of doing that, and you know that. So again, again, you stand in a situation that may not be good for you because you are responsible for your life, his life, probably the kid's life if they have any kids, and like you control everything. That gets exhausted.
They
Everybody
don't
got
have
time for
any
that.
kids.
I
They
hope
don't
they
have any
don't.
kids, and that would be terrible if they did. I think she might want kids. I don't think he wants kids, so she probably gonna make him give
I
her
was
some
thinking that
kids.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But it's
terrible.
funny because it's not funny because what I'm going to say is not funny, but it may be. Okay, so if if this was turned around, if he was the girl and she was the boy, I would have a completely different perspective on this, as would most people.
I would too.
It would totally be, oh my God, he's abusing her, and she need resources, she need help, and we sit up here cracking up on this dude being whipped, like
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, yeah. You sitting there at the dinner table trying to slide her that number she can call. Hopefully, old buddy won't see it. And be up on dude be sitting beside the table, pinching all up on the leg and everything. You trying to figure out why she's squirming around. Oh, you need to call
Right.
somebody.
And you
You need to
trying
call.
to give her like eye signals, be like, my phone is in my purse, like something like that. But when it's him, you see her like smack the shit out of him. You like,
Man, that's so terrible.
it is very terrible. What is wrong with them?
Oh man, probably everything.
Oh my gosh.
Man, oh man, I had another coworker. He doesn't work here anymore, but he had a baby mom. Wasn't even a girlfriend. She already had 3 kids prior to them meeting, and he gave her 2 more. He knew she was crazy. She would act like she didn't want him. As long as he was bringing the money, she was all good. She would have dudes coming around when he's not there. Because he didn't live with her. I think he ended up losing his car. He had one of those new Challengers. This was back in 2012, 2011, somewhere like that. He had a Challenger of that year. And I think he ended up losing that because he sold to somebody else. I guess trying to give her money or trying to take care of the kids because he never kept the kids with him. He was staying with his mom,
Oh my
so he would
goodness.
kind of spend the night over there or whatever. So he ended up losing the car, and that was shoot how many years ago? It's now 2015. He still doesn't have a car. He got another job. I mean, like, man, what you doing? You know, he would come to work every day talking about it. I mean, look like he about to cry talking about it. He up here praying about it. He even went on 3 fasts. I'm talking about dude wasn't eating squat. He was doing well when he wasn't eating anything. I mean, I guess his mind was clear enough to where, hey man, I don't have enough energy to worry about her. I'm worried about not passing out. He was doing well,
Mhm.
but as soon as that he stopped fasting, he right back over there getting abused again. And then after all that, he went and married the girl.
Mm.
I don't know why. You know, supposedly he had a good woman that was trying to give him a chance, but he couldn't get rid of. Well, he couldn't get old girl off of him. You know, he just
Mhm.
it was something that was just drawing him to her. And I, I don't know. They're probably still married on paper. You know, I don't know if they're still married as far as because shoot, he was over there, but he wasn't like really over there about to get into it with some other dude that was fresh out of jail and everything. I mean,
Oh Lord.
why you fighting? She know you and your kids be over there.
Mhm.
She know you gonna come over there and try to stay. If she wants to have that other dude over there and she knows that you might pop up, that means she don't respect you. Period.
Right.
What you fighting him for? He see an opportunity. He just got out of jail. I mean, hey, you want somewhere to lay your head? Why not take
Mhm.
the opportunity? She probably already gave him the lowdown on him anyway, on her baby daddy. Like he ain't gonna do nothing.
Yes. Yes.
So if the dude fresh out here and there, he like, oh, I really don't have anything to worry about. But old
Mhm.
dude, man, I heard he was the coolest dude ever, man. He came in there and talked to him like, hey man, calm down, relax, blah blah. Gave him a rundown like it ain't even worth it. Like like I'm not gonna fight you. It ain't even that serious. Just saying, just I guess trying to give him a break. He probably wasn't trying to
Mhm.
go back to jail, and he was probably
Right.
saying, hey dude, like I really don't want to hurt you. Just man, just chill out. You know, when she wants you to be here, which is probably never, then she wants you to be here. I'm not trying to stay here anyway. I'm just here until I go somewhere else. I think she's supposed to got some money from somewhere. So dude was sitting there enjoying the money she was getting. I mean, hey, can you fault that dude? I can't. I probably do the same thing. Except,
Mhm.
nah, let's 5 kids, so nah, I won't do that. Nah, that's
Phew,
not.
for real.
Yeah.
Do a pros and cons list on that one, cause
And and she doesn't work.
why
By
does that not surprise me?
don't work meaning she doesn't keep a job long because she has one of the hood houses or whatever.
Mhm.
And I guess if you make a certain amount, then you have to move out of the hood house and get another house. So she just kind of she gets a job long enough to I guess pay for something, and then she gets money from the different baby dads and all this stuff and everything. Like it's oh my goodness, it's a
Oh
stereotype.
wow.
That's what it is.
Yeah. It sounds like a stereotype. Oh, that is just so trifling.
It
Just,
is.
I mean, trifling for both of them.
Yeah.
Like, why can't he see that you are pretty much a paycheck or some funds in the bank or a babysitter when I need one? I have no respect for you. None whatsoever. You done sold your car. I'm probably riding. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know. I think some people are just programmed to be, and it's weird because I've seen it honestly where, like for instance, he can be that way with her,
Mhm.
but he can't be that way with someone else, or he doesn't allow himself to be that way with someone else.
Yeah, of
You know,
course.
so it's kind of like, what is it about that individual that fucks you all up? You know?
Some people think she might have put something in his food or something. But in my mind, I thought that was only to keep a person. But maybe it works both ways. You try to keep them around just so you can get what you need from them, but still treat them bad. I don't know.
I mean, I think. I think it can be both ways. You know, you do want to keep people around, but some people like getting beat down. You
Yeah.
know, like that feels some part of their little weird ass souls. You know, where they like getting talked down to, or I don't know what it is. But it's just it is weird because I know that even though I'm gonna call you every name in the book, that I'm gonna hang up in your face, and that I'm gonna, you
I think
know,
she even spit in his face.
that would not surprise me. That's disgusting though. Like
It is.
that's real nasty. Like she probably I would have went to jail that night because no.
Yeah.
But you know, even though all that stuff is taking place,
Oh,
at the end,
and then check this out. Then so after all that abuse she giving him, then she say, or he said that she be talking about him. What she was like. I said, I don't know if she still going on with talking about him because he can't get it up. He's so depressed and so beat down. He can't even perform in the bedroom.
mm,
And then she
mm.
talking about him about that too.
Well, I mean, get your life together, so I ain't got to talk about you.
I mean, I
I
mean,
don't know. It just seems like after a while I lose sympathy. I have a certain amount of sympathy, and once you get past that, I'm just like, well,
yeah,
that sucks for you. You
yeah,
know, especially because it sounds like in all these cases, you know, if it's not just you, it's other people as well that's talking to these individuals, these dudes, saying, "Hey, that ain't cool," or
right,
"Hey, you know." So afterwards, come on now, come on.
right. Well, you know what? I got two different people I'm gonna talk about real quick. It's time winding down. Two different people. Okay, let me switch it to my female coworker. Then I'm gonna bring it back to another dude. So she's not in a relationship with this guy, but she just freaking loves this guy. I'm talking about she might worship the ground he walk on. She might have some type of piece of his hair or teeth somewhere making a shrine in
Mm.
her closet.
Wait,
Like,
wait, 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 wait. Why is part of his teeth available to have a shrine? Like, does he have meth mouth? Or what's really going on with this? Shit. Okay, continue.
I mean, she might. She, he was probably over there sleep one day and she chipped a little piece off of it. I don't know, or maybe she,
Disgusting.
or maybe he got his wisdom teeth pulled and she went there and talked to the dentist and said she needed that or something. I don't know, whatever. I don't know.
Oh,
but
okay.
but it's crazy. But basically the same thing as far as he doesn't want her. He hit the cheeks and he leave.
Mm-hmm.
She just don't want to get with any other guy. She doesn't care about his girlfriend. She even ended up hollering at one of his friends that he tried to put her on, meaning that, hey, dude, I got this girl. Please talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bring her to the party. That's cool. You know, I already got a girl. I'm cool. Bring her. You know, so she came to the party, but you know, she was trying to keep her eye on her prize, trying to figure out who he's there with and everything. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know, she want to cook food for the dude and everything. Like, why? Everybody is telling her, female and male alike, he does not want you.
Right.
You need to find someone else. What is your problem? No, you know, I don't think. I mean, maybe if I do this, you do that. You know, like I'm gonna buy this, and I think he likes this color, and buy this outfit, and you know, I'm gonna see if he's gonna invite me to go out of town. Why? What's the matter with you? He
She'd be
walks past you,
devastated when it don't work out.
right? Walk past you and don't say anything to you, and then your feelings hurt. He walked past you one day and speak, hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, like, he spoke to me. I'm trying to be wired up all day, be walking around talking to folks like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, I think it's working. Kill yourself.
Wait, hey everybody, but it's
Well,
working. You
well,
ain't
yeah,
the individual. Hello.
you know, it's like, hey, everybody, and kind of look at you a little bit, like, hey, oh, that's it right there. No,
Oh
no,
wow.
man. So, move to the other, my coworker's cousin. You know, cool dude, man. He used to rap, you know, pretty good, man. I mean, like really good. But he got this woman. He would always be hanging out. It seemed like every time be looking for the dude, he'll be at the darn strip club. I'm talking about all the time. I figured he was going through some things. Well, that's fine. Sometimes you got to go through something to figure out where you're going. Whatever. He got this chick, according to my coworker, his cousin. They met, was it at the Christmas party of this past year? And they haven't left each other's sight. They got married on the low. She's pregnant. She already had 2. He already had 2. So now they're about to have 5. You can't go anywhere without her. Things that she doesn't even like doing, she's going to show up just because he's there. Dude used to drink, man. I remember every time he came to the house, man, we work on some music, he would always bring some alcohol. Stuff I haven't tried before. When we would go out, he have the 1800, so we taking shots at 1800, chilling. Now I hear he drinks wine and only wine.
Pinkies up, okay.
That's it. It was my coworker telling me, hey man, he said they were hanging out, talking, all the cousins were hanging out talking. And he was like, man, go ahead, hit some of this Remy, So he grabbed a cup of Remy, he was sipping on the Remy and everything, I'm pretty sure he was feeling good. He said his girl came out there looking for him. He was like, all right, man, let me pass this cup to you. Let me see what the girl want.
He'll slide the cup in front of you.
But that's terrible, wow. Man. What's going on? I understand people want love. I want it sometimes.
Everybody got time for that shit. No.
You're probably right. But at what expense, man? What are you going to put yourself through just to get that love? I don't get it.
I think that it has everything to do with self-worth. And we crack jokes and, talk about these people and all. Because, the shit is funny. It is. But at the end of the day, it comes down to people not believing that they're worthy of anything better than what they already have. And if you believe that, then that's your truth, So I would challenge those individuals to, think of themselves better than what they currently do, and if they want to change the situation. If they don't, then hey, be happy in what you're doing. Don't complain to me though about how shitty your life is, or how your wife won't let you go out, or how your wife, tracks the mileage on your car and things like that, or whatever situation may be. Don't come tripping, talking about you don't have money to go out because you sold your vehicle in your house from up under your mama in order to pay for her to send her kids to preschool or something. The kid ain't yours.
Right.
I don't want to hear those things, because apparently that's what you feel like you're worth, then so be it.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. I really wish, people just don't tell me about it, because what do you want me to say? Because if I started telling you the truth, meaning you tell me something and I give you my honest opinion, or I guess the universal truth in most situations, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. The dude that sold his car for a girl, he got mad at my other coworker because he called his wife a hoe. Like, let me talk to my wife. You just said it. What you saying? She got dudes. What do you want me to say? Why you
right? Is there? Should I look up the synonyms for whore? Would that make you feel better?
Dude was hot. Hey man, that's my wife, man. Like, everybody tell you to marry. That was your fault.
Too. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shame.
Yeah, but I will say if people in this situation, they're not necessarily doomed, because I have a coworker who will openly admit to that being her first marriage. Like, her husband was a trucker. He used to go out to these bars and stuff. Tell her she can't go. Like, I'm going to the bar. No, you can't come. I'm just going to hang out or whatever. Or I'm going to have
he's not even there.
Right. And
he on the road, and she talking to him on the phone. He like, nah, you ain't going nowhere.
Right, like, so he's controlling from the house, from the road. Or, he would go out to these places, have sex with these women or whatever, and when people would tell her, like, hey, blah, 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 I saw such and such, doing such and such.
Right.
Her response was, "Oh no, that's not the truth. Um, you're just jealous." That was her thing. You're just jealous, and she was never able to see him for what he really was until she did. She just wasn't ready to face it yet. So hopefully, some of these individuals will wake up and smell the bullshit, because that's really what it is. Again, unless you're happy. If you're happy, then go ahead. I keep wanting to make sure I put that disclaimer on there. I don't want you to do anything that's gonna make you unhappy.
Right. Hey,
So
I always tell people, hey man, don't ask for my advice. You the one that gotta go home to that woman. Don't
exactly, you got to live your life. Do you,
Shoot.
boo?
Don't be asking me what time you think I should tell her that we're gonna be finished doing this. I don't know, tell her whatever you want to tell her.
Goodness, realize you're a freaking grown up.
Because if you tell her 4 minutes too late or too early, whatever it is, you walk in the house, she smack you across your head, and I see you tomorrow, you got a black eye. Oh.
Don't come at me. It's kind of like, like when you were a kid or when you were a teenager, your parents were like, okay, well, you back at this time, and you don't make it back on time, like, you're going to be in trouble.
Right.
So.
Right.
I'd rather just tell you, can I just call you and let you know? Like.
Exactly. She probably would tell you, bring your butt home right now.
You see, that's like, it goes back to what you were saying. Like, you don't want to take that chance. You got to make sure it's right. Like, okay, mama got her feet soaking right now, and
right.
Her stories. Gotta wait for the commercial to come off so I can ask this question.
Right.
Like the last commercial, so she don't have really a lot of time to think about it, because she gonna want to shut up by the time the show come back on.
Right.
Yeah, that just seems like a lot of work for a grown up. It really does. But
it is, man. Man, I've seen this woman call this dude. No, Texas dude. I was telling you about it. She Texas man. We were working on a Saturday. We were supposed to be working from was it like 8 until maybe 5 or 6. That's what everybody was thinking. Shoot, and we found out around maybe 10:30, 11ish that we were going to be through around 12 or something, like 12 or 1. So I saw this dude get a text from her at like 9 something, asking what time you gonna be finished. Got a text around, was it like maybe 11 something, what time you gonna be finished. Got a text around 1, what time you gonna be finished. I'm thinking, dude, the first text, there's no reason you should be texting me, because I'm pretty sure he told her, well, it doesn't reason she should be texting. I'm pretty sure he told her at least 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So what you texting me for? And then text me again and again? For what? I would have to take that phone and throw it up against a wall.
Well,
I would have came home when I felt like it.
And maybe that would have been.
And then when I would have came home, I would have threw it. Hey, me, don't you ever.
Well,
hey,
I mean, we have.
I remember one time. Well, hold on. Let me say it real quick. I remember one. He said that she broke something of his, and I was like, man, did you throw a fit about it? He said, nah, she wouldn't let me.
Oh my goodness. That is quite sad.
Like, even babies throw a fit. Come on now, what you talking about?
Right. I'm just gonna accept it.
Don't you start up.
But
okay.
I would definitely say that there could definitely be another reason for the whole check-in text, and it's called "I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing. I need to make sure you're not gonna roll up on me."
Hey,
you still at work? All right, man.
Hey,
you still there?
You might be right now. You might be right. We didn't touch on that. You might be right. You just might be correct.
And that could be for the phone tracking too. I need to know where you are. Are you in close proximity to us? Because if so, I need to move.
Right. Man, I wish you would have said that earlier, man. That would have really turned the conversation around. Man. Well, this has been another episode of the Window Seat Podcast. We can be found on Bandcamp, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yes.